Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Virginia Tech Hokies taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Hokies will put total leather to crank us up. Here's the return from inside the 25. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. So the NC State Wolfpack offense is on the field and ready to start the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are 2 of the best in the entire country.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They go to the ground. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Looking to pass, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
Here's a heat. Trying to get rid of it. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence, like you go from
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The Hokies offense will get the ball for the first time. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to...
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on first down from the 30. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Fires to the middle. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's a good sight to see from this defense. Last week, they gave up a ton of points in a loss. This week, get a deflection early. Hopefully see the ball a little bit better, play the passing game better. This defense definitely has to improve from what...
A lot of room to the right. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Here's the give off the left side. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll throw on 3rd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hokies trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Back swinging for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
On the ground, it's Stewart. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Grimes.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, NC State. Once he got some room, it was over.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Makes the grab, it's Selden. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Off play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Bennett. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. the guy you want to throw to is not open, just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. To the air, it's Drones. Tight end finds a soft spot. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Finds a little space.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for room. It's Bennett. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat. And it makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Drones. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarter.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Touchdown, North Carolina State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by just 4 to Fresno State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all the tools. And you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. This time it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You could just see him right now dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Pollock.
The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time he's got his man. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That's 20. He's got space. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he makes the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Snagged in the middle. It's Grimes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
To the air, it's Bailey. Gets it out fast. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking downfield on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Making side adjustments here. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a third down stop. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to throw, it's Drones. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on third down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field.
Let's go. Right. Single.
Gonna run it. It's Smothers. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down.
Black 14. Black 14.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Under fire. He'll heave it deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Pressure coming. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
The offense gets a fresh set of downs after the PI. We'll see if the defense can regroup and put together a stop. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Drones. Firing to the right, complete. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Bring in the heat. Oh, better look out. Running through contact. There he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads it left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And the Hokies looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quickly to the tight end. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. The give on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. The sure hands, it's Scott. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulls and fires complete. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Drones. The throw to the outside is complete. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff to the single back. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They feed him again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter, because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
On the move, it's Stewart. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Caught over the middle. It's Green. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Off the play fake. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now they regain the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. USF has had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 14 to Fresno State. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
NC State to the line on 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, when you're QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You're going right or you're going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. That's a decision there by the quarterback.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The play action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Scott. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Stewart. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They go to the draw. Breaks into the open. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Hokies will have it 1st and 10. They'll try to pop the draw. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Going to the running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Takes a handoff. It's Bennett. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range, but let's see if they choose to go for it here. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule.